Time has come for everyone to clean up their own backyard.
In case you don't know, today is December 7th. 80 years ago, that we were forced into World War II because of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. We entered the war, and obviously, we won. Now Republicans have decided to create their new enemy, the quote-unquote radical left. And the man leading the charge is, of course, Jim Jordan. That's G-Y-M, not G-I-M. In case you guys know about who this guy is, you'll get the connection to it. Anyway, he goes on a unhinged comparison between Nazi Germany, imperialistic Japan, and slavery to the quote-unquote radical left. Now, he said all this during a conversation he had with Newsmax, suggesting that the radical left pose a threat to the United States. It's just as Nazi Germany, imperialistic Japan, and slavery did back during those times. Take a look at this video clip and you'll see I hope you'll see what kind of point he's trying to make.
Someone said this: every third generation in this country has had to do something big. I mean, you think about the founders and what they did when they declared why we were going to be an independent country and what they had to overcome, the greatest military in the world. They did it. 3 generations later, Lincoln and the Americans then held the country together, got rid of the evil of slavery. 3 generations later, America defeated Imperial Japan and Nazi Germany, the evils that those two institutions represented, those countries represented, and we won this. The greatest generation won that war. And now here we are, 3 generations later, and the assault is from the radical left. We have to step forward and do our part like previous generations of Americans have done. I think we're up to the task. And again,
I have to laugh at this. I really do. I mean, this guy who supported Donald Trump, who was only steps away from pushing the United States of America to fascism, is accusing the left wing of fascism. Oh boy. In his statements here, saying that 3 generations apparently he's thinking that 3 generations, whatever, I don't know, but apparently he wants to say that the current assault, according to him, is from the radical left. And he said that we have to step forward like previous other generations of Americans did in order to defeat them. And he says I think we're up to the task. Jordan, you're not up to the task. None of you Trump supporters, none of you Republicans are up to the task. I don't think you ever have been up to the task. But let's do some reviewing, shall we? I mean, first off, this is nothing more than projection. Now, the oldest trick in the book is accusing someone else of something that you know you're guilty of. It's projection. That's all it is. Now, let's get something straight here. The Republicans right now in Congress and the Senate are not up to the task of defending this country and our rights, because they are the ones who are trying to steal our rights away. Let's look at the Republicans now. You got a congresswoman who's putting out videos on where she says the most destructive and hateful anti-Islamic things you could ever think of. And not only is she not punished by the Republicans, by the Senate, the congressional minority leader in the House of Congress, Kevin McCarthy, done nothing to her. Not only is she getting away scot-free with it, she's continuing to scream some of the most amazingly racist things out there because she knows she's not going to get punished for it. Up to the task of defending America? I think not. Then you got another congressman who is only censured Not removed from office as Lauren Boebert should be for the previous reasons I mentioned. And Gohmert should be removed from office because he posted threats against a fellow congressman and the current president of the United States, Joe Biden. But he gets a slap on the wrist. Just a censure. That's it. And let's not even discuss Mary Jean Taylor Greene. Let's not discuss that batshit crazy bitch. But I can go on, especially with you, Jordan. Do I need to go down the rabbit hole with you? For the sake of this video, I'm not. But trust me, it's coming. But let's look at another example. Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida. He's trying to start up his own Gestapo down there. Don't hear anyone saying anything about that, Jordan. Not even you. But let's get straight to the meat of all this. On January 6th of this year, 2021, your fellow Trump supporters marched on the United States Capitol, and we saw the symbols of fascism and slavery fly in and out of the Capitol. Don't hear anything like that being condemned by you true Americans, Jordan. In fact, you're bending over backwards to make sure an investigation doesn't happen. That the investigation doesn't start pointing in Donald Trump's way. Because we all know it's going to start pointing in your direction. And if you think for 1 second, Jordan, that Donald Trump or any of his family or any of his cronies won't give you up to save their own ass, you are more naive than I already thought you were. But let's go straight to the heart of the matter. Let's talk about your master, your God King, Donald Trump. This man actually read Mein Kampf. In case you don't know, that's My Struggle by Adolf Hitler. What American president would actually read something like that and actually take lessons from that as to how to govern the nation? Don't hear anything from you, real American Jim Jordan. All-American defender Jim Jordan. Didn't hear a single thing from you after Charlottesville when Donald Trump said there are good people on both sides. The Ku Klux Klan and neo-Nazis who marched on Charlottesville screaming, "Jews will not replace us," carrying the symbols of fascism and slavery in an American city on an American college campus, and comparing them to the people, the real Americans, unlike you, who fought against them. Don't hear anything about that from you, Jim Jordan. But I guess you didn't think of it, did you? But then again, you don't think a lot of things, do you? Like you didn't think about saying something when kids are being molested. That's a video from another issue. This is the issue here. I'm getting sick and tired of Republicans screaming that they're the true defenders of America, when you would completely ignore what's in your own damn house. You have racists, you have fascists, you have people who want slavery to come back in your party, Jim Jordan. So, you want to call us the enemy? Why? Because we didn't bow down to Donald Trump like you did? Because we didn't fight the good fight against everyone who said bad words about the Republicans like you did? Only in reverse? Because we're not 100% loyal to Donald Trump and you were? See, the real problem is this is nothing but projection. You're accusing us of being exactly what you are, Jim Jordan. What you are, Republican Party. What he is, Donald Trump. It's nothing but projection in my view. And Jim Jordan, the next time you ever want to bring up the greatest generation or how we defeated slavery or how we prevailed in World War II, don't try to put yourself into that class. because all you're doing is doing nothing more than insulting the people who were in that class, who did make those sacrifices. As far as I'm concerned, you made yourself into a clown. I mean, you're already a clown as it is. You Republicans have already shown that plenty of times. You went after Kathy Griffith after that photo of her holding up the severed head of Donald Trump. But you won't go after a congressman who threatened a fellow congresswoman and the president of the United States? Hypocrisy abounds. You want us to be loyal to this country, and we are. When are you going to start being loyal to the people of this country? Because quite frankly, you're not. And all I say again, this was nothing more than projection on your part, Art Jordan. And it's a sick, twisted game you're playing. Because there's some Yahoo out there who's going to believe that bullshit you're saying. And we're going to have another January 6th. And this time, and the next time, it's going to really cost lives. So the next time you want to try to compare us to the Nazi Party or to the fascists or the slave owners, look at your own. Look in the mirror, Jordan. You see everything you hate, you claim to hate, in your own face. In the face of the Republican Party that you're so loyal to. And especially in the face of the God King, Donald Trump, that you're so bent on protecting. We're not the enemy. But you're acting just like the enemy. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left. Justice to the right.